Welcome back to my channel. This is Victor from Bike Studio. In this tutorial I want to show you how to design this particular birthday design. You should not limit your knowledge about a particular tutorial to the design which you have been given. You can apply what you've learned here in your other design. So with any further ado, let's jump right into the video while I show you this. We'll be using Photoshop to make this particular design. So you launch your Photoshop. Alright, you can see here is my Photoshop. First thing first, what you're going to do is you create your new canvas for the design. So we'll be using 6 by 6 inches as our normal custom design for birthday flyers and maybe any other flyers needed to be posted online. So create your new page. That is Ctrl N to create your new page, which should be 6 by 6, and then your resolution should be around 300. You can see mine here is around 71 point something, so make it 300. Then change the pixels to inches. So once you are done, you can name it. You can name your project. Maybe okay, let me name something like this. The design. Okay, so once I'm done, you must know that your color mode should be in RGB. Okay, 8-bit. Okay, once you are done with all this, you can hit on OK. Then you have your working space. So the design element I'm going to use for this particular design, I'll leave a link down below so that you can get this and then practice on your own. But I'm not going to include the celebrant pictures. Okay, so you can find another picture to use for your own design. So here are the design elements. Here is the folder I'm getting them from. So I'll bring this particular background up first. So I will try to scale that to fit in to our working space. Okay. Okay, let's transform this other part down. So we have something like this. Let me adjust this part. Okay, so we have something like this, and then I'll bring the other background here. So I'll go back to the folder, then bring this particular design background here. So like I did to that first background, I'll just transform that to fit into my working space. Okay, let's see. Alright, you can see. So I'm going to bring the last background below that first one. So bring this down. Okay, you just left click down and then you drag down below that particular, the first background we used. So left click down and then you drag, and then you have something like this. Then you have something like this. So what you are going to do is click on that first background. So you just reduce the opacity to 93 and then go to your blending options. You set that to soft light. So this is what we have. So I think we are done with the background aspect. Sorry, soft light. Okay, then we are done. So the next thing we are going to do is I'll bring up the pictures, and then okay, it's not in this folder. Here are the pictures. I'll bring this one first. So I will transform that around here like this. Okay, so I'll drag this here. I'll drag this around here. So I'll bring up the second picture. Okay, drag this one here. So I'll hold my shift and my alt while I transform this particular picture. Let's go. Alright, so we have something like this. I'm okay with this. So I'm going to take this down. I'll take this down. So you do the same to what we did to that background. Left click down, then you drag down to move it to the back of the image we brought in first. So I'll pick up that second image, go to your tools and then pick up your eraser. Once the image is not yet rasterized, click on that image and then it will pop out something for you to rasterize. Okay, so you hit on OK and then it's already rasterized. So you are just going to hide off this down part of the image so that the first image here will not be reflecting on that one. So do what I'm doing right now. So you just hide off this down part. You can see. Alright, so I think I'll hide that up to this side, then I'm okay with that. So the back of this image, I will just hide that a little. Okay, yeah, I'm okay with this. Alright, the next thing we're going to do is there is this particular ribbon I'm going to use for this design. So everything will be linked down below. So get the link and then download all these resources. So I'll bring up this ribbon, and for the image we are not going to leave it like this. We are going to work on this particular image. So let's finish up the design first before come to that. So hold on your shift and your alt to transform this ribbon, transform that a little. Okay, I think it's okay this way. So you leave it like this. So we are going to bring this down here. So something, I'll click on this particular part and then I will rotate this ribbon, rotate the ribbon here. Alright, so hold on your alt to copy the ribbon to the other side. Okay, you can see it has been copied. Okay, so move that here. So we rotate, click on that end to rotate it. Alright, so we now have something like this. Okay, we have something like this, then you hit on this OK. Alright, so we are going to, let me set a guideline here. So I'll just drag the ruler bar, then I have something like this. Let me shift it to this side. So this down part will be having the birthday text and then maybe the wish here. So in my previous video concerning the birthday design I did for last month, you can check how I made everything there. So you can just apply everything to what you are doing right now. So it's the same process I'm going through to make this particular design. So you can go ahead to watch that particular video. So we'll have the birthday text and everything down here, and then maybe the date here should be around this side. Okay, so let's have the birthday here. For the birthday, we'll be using a summer free for the font. So summer free, we'll be using that for the font. Okay, here is the summer free. Okay, here's the summer free. So we're going to increase the font size to, let's have, just hold on your shift to transform this other end. We have something like this. Okay, reduce that again. Let it not exceed the guideline which we have been given here. Alright, and then for the happy, we are going to be using orthograph for that. Let's see, we'll use, okay, the initial letter should be in capital letter. So Ctrl A to select all, and then I'll be using orthograph. So if you want to find this particular font on datfont.com, it's under a signature type of font, so that will be easy for you to locate that. So I'll place that happy around here, and then I'll give this birthday color. I'll pick from this ribbon, pick a color from the ribbon. Okay, I think that is too bright. Let me make that a little bit dark. Right, we have something like this. So I'll select the birthday and the happy, take that up a little, so that beneath that we can have just a wish there. So I think here will be okay. And then for the upper part of this, we are going to draw a rectangle. Let me zoom. Draw a rectangle here. You can hold on your shift to draw a perfect rectangle, but I will not be needing that now. So I'll just have something like this. Okay, so I'll pick that particular color from the ribbon which I used before. So we have something like this, and then we can have the date. The date should be on the top of that rectangle. So let me type here before I move it up. I think black color will be okay for that, so we'll use color black. Okay, so we have, and we'll use the font also we'll be using for that will be Poppins. We use Poppins. We are not going to bold that, or maybe for the month we'll make that month to be bold. So okay, so we have something like this. So I'll take that up, so I'll hold on Alt to copy that again. Hold on your Alt to copy that again. So once you are on your Alt, just drag down a little so you can see that it has been copied. Okay, so pick up your text tool and then you have the month. So once you are done with the month, you have to select all again, and then we are going to make that bold. Okay, select, then go to where you are seeing regular here. Make that bold. Okay, that's all. Alright, we are done with that part. So I think I'll pick up that rectangle again. Let's have a little curve on that. Select the rectangle, select the date. Let's have something like this. It will not be that big. Okay. So I'll shift that to this other side. So alright, beneath that birthday we are going to have a wish there, so I'll just, let me zoom down so you can see. You can deselect all these ones we've selected. So let's zoom so you can see. Alright, so I pick up my text tool, and then I think the font should be around, you use 6. Use 6. 6 will not be that small. So we have so we have something short like this. Okay, I think the black will be okay. Then I will move that around here. Okay, so I will select that, select the happy, select the birthday, so that I will increase that a little. So you are going to select this particular node here, then hold on your shift, then you transform. Okay. Now for the standing picture, you can see that the shadow that follows that particular picture was no longer there after we cut out that particular image. So what we are going to do to make that thing up will be, we are going to select our eclipse tool, where we draw a circle that can fit in that particular shoe he's wearing here, and then we are going to give that a little glow. So watch how I do this now. So from here I'll drag around here, I drill something like this. Okay, so I'll fill that with a black color. Then you can see beside this live shape properties, where you can see something like this camera sign. So click on that particular camera sign, and then you can see the density is around 100%. So the feather will be around this, is what we are going to use to achieve what we want now. So the feather should be around 1.3 pixels, or let's leave it to 1.0 pixels. Okay, so let me pick color black here. So this is what we have. Okay, the feather is not that much. Let's leave that to, let's try 2 point something. Okay, 2.4 pixels will be okay for the feather. Then you leave the density to around 100%. So what you are going to do next will be the opacity. You have to reduce that so that it will not be obvious that you drew a circle around there. So reduce the opacity to something like this, so you can see how it's now looking. So hold Alt again, copy that particular thing you draw here. So copy that, hold Alt, copy. So once you just hold your Alt and then you are dragging, it's automatically going to copy whatever object you are holding Alt on. So you can see that this has been copied. So I'll move that around here. I'm going to place that here, so you see how it's now looking. So let me zoom out. Zoom out. Okay, now you can see now. I think everything our belly design have to get, we already have it here. So the final touch of our design would be on this picture. So I'm going to start working on this picture. So there will be a link also I will leave down to get these color grading files, which I'll be using for this particular tutorial. So you get them and then you can use them. So what you are going to do is we'll edit this particular image here first. Click on that particular one, and then you go to your feather, your filter, sorry. So once you are on your filter, you go to your camera raw filter. Okay, you wait for that the dialog box to display. Okay, we have something like this. So what you are going to do is, where you are seeing this basic here, you have to go to this place where you can see a little rectangle in 3 places. So you click on that part, you can see load setting, save setting, and then custom setting. We are going to choose load setting. So we load the setting, which should be the files I will be leaving down for you. So I'm going to choose this particular color grade. So we have many color grading files here, so but I'll be using this particular one here. So I'll click on this one and then I'll open. So once you open, that particular setting will be applied to your image. So what you'll be doing now will be you edit it to your own setting. Okay, like you can see now, you can see the setting on this particular image. So I think I'll edit that in my own this thing now. So I think let me reduce the contrast. Yes, that will be the first thing I'll do. I'll reduce the contrast, increase the saturation. Okay, then the vibrance again, I think I will increase that. Then for the blacks, I will increase that a little. It will be around -8. Then reduce the white around -55. Then what about the shadows? Let's see where the shadows are. Okay, let's reduce the shadow a little. Alright, so you can see what we have here and what we are having here now. So once I click on OK, you will see the changes. Alright, you can see the changes on this particular image. So you do the same to that other image. So once you get this file, you can do anything with it to any pictures or image at all. So you can stop using boring image. So after just cutting out your picture, don't just apply them to your design. If you look that the picture is not fitting to your background or your color grading, so you just have to edit that to fit in. So we'll do that to the other image. So it will be the same thing we're going to do. Do the same process. Go to your filter, your camera raw filter, and then you load setting again. So you can actually save that setting, but I don't save settings since I will be using multiple color grading files. So I will load the setting, pick up that particular file, and then open. Alright, so now start our editing. Reduce the contrast, the saturation should be increased, the vibrance, the shadow should be reduced, and for this the exposure should be increased. Yeah, then for the white, increase the white here, increase the blacks here again, so we can have something bright. So once you are done, hit on OK, and then you see your changes. Okay, you wait for it to load. So right, so here is like the final look of our design. So the final thing we are going to do is, after making this design, save it and then you export that as your JPEG, and then we'll be adding a final touch to this particular design, which will add a little noise to this design. So this is what I have already done that here. So once you save that your image, and then you close the tabs on this Photoshop here, it will be empty. Just drag your image down to Photoshop, and then you can see here will be a background. So all you have to do is right click there, and then you convert that to a layer. Start converting that to your layer, and then you go to your filter. You can see noise, add noise, and then the amount should be around 8. It should be uniform, and then that is all you have to do concerning this part. And then you hit on OK, and then you are good to go. Then you save this again as your final design image. So once you find this video interesting, kindly leave a like on this video, and if you are just new viewing or watching my videos here, kindly subscribe and leave a like on this video. So I'll see you in my next video. Thanks for watching.